So far away, and I feel a snake bite into my veins. Never be a woman, be here again, and I don't remember why I came. Oh, oh, hey, oh my God, hey, you made it. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my home. Hey, here, don't worry about that Uber. I'll pay it off for you. You know, I've got all the money in the world for that, but I'm so glad you can make it. I can't believe this is the first time you're actually coming over. I haven't had a beautiful person come over to my house in a long time. Probably not since Cher. Yeah, the Cher came here to take a tour. Yeah, it's been probably since then. But I know that we usually stay at your place, but since now that we are officially dating, you should come, you had to come see my house. Man, who would have thought that our casual meeting where I accidentally walked in on you in the bathroom would lead to this? Thank God I bought you all those shots and, you told me you were a recovering alcoholic. I immediately stopped. But, you know, I knew that our first official date at Long John Silver's, I knew from that moment that we would make it this far. I mean, you don't accidentally both go for the hush puppies at the same time where your hands touch and not be destined to be together. But enough of remembering those amazing little crackles at the bottom of a Long John Silver basket. Here is my house. Maybe I can make you an incredible dinner. As you can tell, my house is a little large, but no worries. My personal chef and my house lady are both gone, so we can hang out in peace. At least I hope so. Ah, now, I bet you're wondering, what is it that I do for a living to have all of this, to be able to have this amazing house with all these incredible cars and, you know, everything. I work in cryptocurrency. I constantly am mining crypto, and finally one of my coins finally took off. So let's just say I took Bitcoin to the moon, baby. Bought this house a year back, and I've been living completely and comfortably off my Bitcoin. So come on, let's go in. Just take off your shoes before you step in. You know what they say, cleanliness is next to alphaness. So here it is. This is the living room where, contrary to popular belief, couldn't think of the word, people live. As you can see, I am a collector in exotic furniture. Oh, why is there googly eyes on everything? Well, that's a funny story. I usually run a charity event out of my house every single year. I let orphan kids come and imagine that they're going to be adopted. It's a great little thing to help them, realize what they could be going to whenever someone picks them up. So I let them come over for a day and they pretend to be friends with the furniture. They are so friend deprived that they just want to make friends with everybody, including Cherry, this big blue chair, or they like to make friends with Mappy over there, that little North American map. They also like to go over to this part here, and this has Cool Cat, Chicky Baby. They're part of the puppet band. They always get so excited that they just can't hide it, because when things go on in this living room, things get wacky over here in the living room. Now, I don't actually use this living room that often, it's more for show. I usually hold my charity events in here. Now, fun fact, there's actually a little genie over here in this little box. Now, we typically hire a local homeless man to come over. I usually tip him $200 and a case of Milwaukee's Best to come over and be this genie. They usually got a shower first. That's kind of my thing, so I kind of hook them up when I can. But anyways, they put on this green face paint and they pretend to be a genie, and you gotta rub the box and yell, "Micka Micka Hi, Micka Heidi Ho," and they'll pop out and their name's something like Gumby or something, I don't know, and they'll come out and they'll give the orphan kids get a crack at it. It is a little sad though, because sometimes they wish for things like parents or toys or not cold rooms, and they have a hard not life. I get that, but kids need to realize you don't need to go on Easy Street. But they do think it's something like a Santa or something. Now, usually I host a bunch of parties in here too, and the Pitcoin people love it. They love to drink and look at my little robot over here. His name's Conky. He always likes to spit out a piece of paper or something, and it has something on it. What? What do you mean this looks like the set of Pee Wee's Playhouse? That doesn't make any sense, and I don't even know what a Pee Wee is. And I promise you, my pee isn't a wee. Anyways, let's head over to the hallway. Now, this is the main hallway here, and I love the carpet design. I went a little Properties Brother with it because I wanted to make sure that my hallway had an incredible design. When I first moved here, there must have been something crazy that happened because there was red stains all over the hallway, and I was freaking out because I was like, did it come busting through the door? I mean, the whole carpet was stained. And so I went over to my realtor. His name was Tony. And I said, Tony, what on the flippin' heck could have happened here? And Tony, he rest assured, he pushed his glasses up and he said that they had an open house and that they always make sure they bring a holiday, alcoholic beverage. And so at that open house in particular, they had a large container of this cinnamon holiday rum that they just call red rum. And one employee got fired so fast over it because it was unreal. The guy was pushing it down the hallway and he accidentally spilled it over everywhere. And he didn't even realize he was spilling it because he had his headphones in. Probably listening to that damn Kid Cudi or something. Anyways, when Tony told him that he was done and he was fired, the guy got really mad. I mean, really mad. He started shoving the guy, said he was going to give him a shiner, said he has the ability to shine people, which I assume is, a black guy thing. And he shoved the guy out a little too hard, or Tony did. He shoved the guy out a little too hard and it broke the dude's arm. Little did Tony know that guy was an aspiring writer who knew he would ever be able to write again. But he got most of the red out of here, and sometimes when I'm walking down the hallway, sometimes I get a flash of maybe two little people down there, holding hands or something, but I'm sure it's nothing. This hallway has a lot of memories, but Holloway, the cleaning manager for Tony, he got it all cleaned up. But let's just go into the next room. It is one of the most crucial rooms in any house, the bathroom. Oh, looky there. The cameras are on. I must have forgot to turn them off. Nothing to worry. Just want to make sure no one's breaking in. It's all good. It's all good. Anyways, let's head to the bathroom, shall we? Now, as you see here, this is the bathroom. Wow, look at all that cranberry juice that's spilled there. Damn, I haven't been in here in a minute. This isn't my master bathroom. This must have been my good friend Mikey who spilled it all over the place. He came over the other day to watch the Cavs game, and he must have spilled cranberry vodka all over in here. That is his go-to drink, and, that's usually what he goes to for, dealing with his divorce and everything. But I'll clean it up later. God, where the fuck am I? Is this blood? Oh my fucking God. Anyways, this bathroom is actually under renovation. When I bought the house, I was wondering why it came up as like an 8-bathroom house. And little did I know, according to the Webster's Dictionary, they count how many toilets as the bathroom. So there's like 6 of these bad boys in here, which is great because sometimes they can clog. So instead of fixing it, I just go over to the next one. I usually have a hankering for a large baguette in the middle of the night, and for some reason, those baguettes, I guess maybe they're too Italian or something, they always make me go to the bathroom almost fucking instantly. But we also got some urinals, but trust me, honey, I don't use them. I'm kind of a softie sometimes, and I don't like the splash. When the boys come over for some pool, I get angry as fuck, and the alpha in me shows if there's any form of piss on the walls. Fucking Anthony and his goddamn piss bags. No, literally, he carries around a bag of piss. For whatever reason, I don't know. Sometimes we think it's the only thing about him that he likes. Maybe he has some exquisite piss, but I'll never figure that out. But sometimes Leonard thinks it's lemonade, and when he's a bit drunk, he'll just ask to put in his Long Island iced tea, and none of us are going to tell him no. And he doesn't turn back from it. Well, you can never get that Anthony to change his fucking mind about those piss bags. Speaking of Anthony, that's a bathtub over there, but we don't get to use it because one time that fuck took a bath, but he had to take care of his Tamagotchi and it fell straight down the drain. It was game over for him, that's fucking sure. That was pretty much his key to his success was his Tamagotchi. Anyways, bathrooms are bathrooms. Let's go ahead and go to the sitting room. It's the room I spend a lot of my time sitting in. Now, this room here is my favorite room in the house. This is actually my favorite chair. Sit down, sit down. This room is quiet. It's full of nothing but thinking. Sometimes, after a long, hard day of crypto mining, I come in here to think about my life. Like that time I was 17 and I got hit by that car when I was trying to play chicken. You know, when you run in front of cars and try to see how long you can last. I fucking won that day, buddy. I learned a lot of life lessons from that game, too. I was able to learn that not only could my fucking body get blasted by a car, I mean, I'm pretty sure I crushed shards of my pelvis, but I learned the life lesson that sometimes you need to be so alpha that cars can't hurt you. Cars can't hurt you. Ka-chow. Anyways, like that big red chair that's right there in the middle, it's made of Persian red leather. Now, I don't know what Persian red leather is, but I like to imagine it's that they took the skin off some really old corpses and made it that way because I would never sit on a leather from a cow. It's got to be human, baby. Anyways, I have this big handy dandy notebook around here somewhere. Where is it? Ah, here it is. I like to make up these murder mysteries in my head and see how it goes, but there's been some times I've used it to help solve actual mysteries. Like, who slept with the neighbor's husband next door? Oh, that's right. Probably Geraldine, the janitor from Hotel 6. That's right. Let me kind of tell you about how this few other mysteries were discovered in this handy dandy notebook. So let's go through it. Ah, here we go. This one's one of my recent ones. Fucking Valerie. You know the girl with the pink hair who's got the grilled cheese sandwich tattooed on her neck? Yeah, I know. She's always the one that, is there. But, I mean, hey, it's a Circle K. What can you expect? Polar Pops are 89 cents. I'll deal with the grilled cheese sandwich. But she always smokes indoors, and she thinks she's fucking slick because she's hiding an actual cigarette inside the vape. And I'll tell you what, I know it for a fact because I found out. One day, after a long, grueling day of crypto mining, I was gonna stop at Walmart to get one of those fucking whatever you get at Walmart, and I went in there to get gas for my 2007 Ford Focus, and I saw her light up inside. There was no one else in the store, but I saw her put the lighter to the vape thing. Now, listen, you don't need a civil degree. You don't need a master's degree in civil engineering to find out that she was smoking a real cigarette. So I wrote the whole thing down in my handy dandy notebook. And eventually, after 3 clues that I saw her light it up, I saw that the smell smelled like cigarettes and not vapor, and that her breath smelled fucking rank. And that could have really been from anything. But after I got those 3 clues, I eventually reported her to the highest authority that I knew, the FCC. Now, quick little quiz. Do you know what the FCC stands for? Wrong, bitch. It stands for fucking catching criminals. That's what it stands for. You can tell because they're always catching fucking cybercrime, so I figured, you know what, this is real life, but yeah, whatever. I faxed them over the clues from my notebook, as well as heavily drawn photos from my big ass green crayon here, but they never got back to me. I just wish that crayon wasn't so damn big because then I could get a little bit more detail, but I do what I can. Anyways, that's just some activities that go on here in the thinking room. No TV, no nothing, just me, my thoughts, and my handy dandy notebook. Anyways, as amazing this room is, and I love everything about it, let's go to, the bedroom. I see you kind of biting your lip looking at me, and I don't blame you. My hair is looking good today, but I call it the bachelor pad, but now that you're here, it's a bit more of our sanctuary. Now, here it is. Much like a genie needs a bottle, this is where the magic happens. It, hmm. It may look a little bit childish, but I tell you what it is, something special. As a mainly dominant alpha in the real world, so alpha that people let me cut lines, this room is where I show a bit of my softy side. And I've got a few of my favorite things in here, like my posters from when I was a kid to I guess that's my army men there on the table. But look, I've got my old cowboy doll and my spaceman action figure. Sometimes I let them watch me work out or let them see me for who I am, that I am as a person. I am just a soul who wants human affection. That is all. Whew, so much so that I knock stuff over. Now, see this cloud wallpaper? It's what I use to think about my future, my destiny within. Sometimes our head just needs to be in the clouds to help us realize who we really are. Now, there's something so important about being able to believe in yourself. Your ambitions are always going to be in the clouds, and sometimes you have to pull like a fucking Wright brothers and go up there and fix it your fucking self. Find a way to get in your dreams. That's something I love about you. You love your dreams. You wanted to be the #1 hot dog eating contest winner in the tri-state area, and I remember our second date, you fucking did it. That is something I love about you. There's something about that glisten in your eyes when you think about those hot dogs that I could just love you forever and ever. Listen, I know our first kiss was when we went to the dog park to see all those puppers and I fell in the shit, but I think I'm ready for you. Ready for us to take this relationship to the next level? Are you in? You are? Amazing. Let me turn my cowboy and my spaceman around. There we go. Now let me put on some music to really accentuate the mood. Oh, yeah. That's hot. Here, let me kiss you. Sorry.
Open up, it's the police. Open up, intruder. We know it's not your house.
Oh God. Oh God, okay. Okay, listen. There's something funny I gotta tell you. Listen, this house actually isn't mine. I don't know whose it is. I only wanted to get into a cool house to impress you. I really don't know what the deal with the fucking front room with the googly eyes is. I really don't know, but they must have seen me on the security cam footage. You gotta get out of here. Listen, put your chastity belt back on, climb out that window, and I'll call soon. I'm coming, officer!